Hey gang, Jamie Aston, and what we have today is a new dash cam. Now I showed you all my first dash cam, which was the ThinkWare H50. Today we have the ZeroEdge model Z1 car black box. Fairly small box. The reviews were pretty positive. The design of the camera is one that for two reasons, I never thought I would really want for my car. Number one, I don't really care for having the screen on the back of the camera because when you're driving, you don't want to look at the camera. On a positive note, it took me so much time mounting the H50 because it didn't have the screen, it didn't have Wi-Fi to use the phone, so I had to always test the position. It took a very long time, so now I can test the position out with the camera and be pretty good. Second thing about this model that I don't really like out of the box is it uses a suction cup. Now, thankfully, the suction cup and the camera is fairly small, so it doesn't seem like it will take up that much room behind the rear view glass mirror. So I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal as I originally thought. This camera comes with a 16 gigabyte card. The H50 only came with an 8 gigabyte card. Has a really long mini USB cable, which powers the unit. And this camera is powered by the cigarette lighter, but it comes with its own cigarette lighter with a dual charger. A lot of the other cameras and devices come out, they have a charger, but the cable goes directly into the charger and they don't even give you a second port so you can plug your cell phone and things like that up. So that's not really cool, ever. You usually have to buy another charger. I think they do it on purpose so you have to buy other components. With the H50, what I did was bought the hardwire kit. Alright, so what we're going to do is get this camera mounted up and we'll show you some video. And is it worth the $60 that it costs on Amazon? And is this probably just a camera to get versus paying $100 or more for the other ones? So let's go check out this camera and we'll see you in a minute. Alright gang, so we have our new dash camera. We're going to go ahead and mount it up in here and then go for a quick test drive. So we're not going to hardwire this camera. We're just going to use this long USB cable. We're going to run the cable through the, tuck it in the top of the roof and then run it around the dash and just bring it all the way down. And then tuck the excess wire. So we'll go ahead and get started. Alright, so here's the camera mounted up. I have the wire kind of tucked in the top. Still got to work on that corner. Didn't get it all the way down. Comes down, goes all the way around, and then I have it going underneath the glove box. And then it comes out right here. To start off, this camera does record sound. Sound recording is pretty good, but we have all sound disabled for the remainder of the videos. As you can see, we're under an overpass and we have a lot of light outside of the overpass, so it looks a little washed out, but it quickly corrects itself once we're in the right conditions. This camera runs at maximum 1080p resolution. I was once afraid of the mount, the suction cup mount, but it's not fallen down one time. It actually works pretty well. Now we're riding in lower light conditions and close to evening time, and there's a lot of shade. The sun is behind the clouds, behind the trees. The colors look just a little bit dark or oversaturated, like for that really green grass, but at the same time we've been getting a lot of rain, so the grass is pretty green. Here's a rainy day, and the camera works pretty doggone good on overcast days. As you can see, we can see the detail of the license plate right at the stop sign. And while the car is moving, as long as you have that windshield clear of water, it can see out. Depending on how close your camera is to the glass, the water droplets might look a bit bigger, or they might blur the image. So keep your headlights on and your windshield wipers too. And as we can see right here, a little traffic and everything, but you know, the camera picks up a lot of good detail. Now we're in the evening time and no rain, but we get to see the light conditions with people with their headlights and their tail lights on. And again, the camera is performing as expected. To talk about the camera some more, I was also concerned with the camera having a screen, and I have the screen set to go off after 30 seconds or 1 minute or so. The screen has been a wonderful addition to the camera actually, because I get to manipulate the camera whenever I'm parked, stop. I need to format the card or do anything like that. I can do it all within the car. I don't have to take the card out or take a tablet out to the car to configure the camera. So that's actually a really, really good point. As you can see, we're in a shopping center at night, and we have a lot of lights around us, and we can still pick up that fast detail, even people moving inside the store. As you saw, the light just changed right there. Now we're on a lonely street, and you know, less light. Let's talk about the low light conditions or nighttime driving. The camera can only pick up exactly what it sees. So if there's light, you know, then it can see it. You know, if there isn't, then you know it can't. Um, so I don't have any complaints with that because it works as it should. I'm quite impressed with this camera. Very impressed. Thanks for watching. Take care.